Magandang araw sa inyong lahat.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening po sa lahat ng nakikinig po.
Hello to all our viewers from here and around the world.
Napakaganda na ating talinteman ngayong hapon ito.
Isang mainit na pagbati po sa inyong lahat.
Well, friends,
Welcome to the Bridges Show. I'm very happy to be here, and I think it should be a really interesting and fun topic.
But there are things you want to learn. So I want to take it from there and then I listen to them.
Meron silang mga mithiin upang maging makabuluhan pa ang pagiging Katoliko. Lalong-lalo na sa susunod na henerasyon.
Sa akin po, sa mga kabataan, use competence as a basis.
In real life, hindi naman talaga tayo tumitigil sa buhay. Kailangan talaga tuloy lang ang buhay kahit anong challenges natin.
Palawan, Cebu, Baguio City, Atty. Dwight, pati La Union. So we are saying that revenge travel is real.
Mas kailangan natin na i-share ang hiwaga ng healing sa mga tao.
Food and health should go hand in hand. So yan ang gusto namin paratingin sa gobyerno.
If you will just devote your life teaching, hindi ka yayaman sa pera, pero yayaman ka sa tao.
Siyempre, ang pinakamaganda po naman sa ating universidad ay yung talagang natuturuan po tayo kung paano maging mabuting tao.
happy anniversary to Bridges. Here at Bridges, we build bridges of faith, bridges of hope, and bridges of love.
The World Health Organization estimates that 1 in 8 individuals is living with a mental health condition. In the Philippines, 41% of the Filipino prosumers or the consumers who are at the forefront of emerging trends, behaviors, beliefs, and attitudes, or basically making 20% of the population admit to be grappling with mental health issues. This figure skyrockets to 73% among Filipino Gen Z young ones, indicating that they are more likely to experience mental health conditions than the average Filipino, with 95% of Filipino prosumers agreeing that mental health is one of the most pressing issues of our times, and 91% saying that mental health is as important as physical health. Therefore, it is an urgent to address this problem. For Filipino organization, adherence to the Philippine mental health law is a starting point. But it is necessary to go beyond more compliance to this law, recognizing that employees have physical and mental well-being needs is the foundation of helping them grow holistically as individuals. Proper intervention to directly address the problem of mental health should come from family support groups as well, and if need be, from mental health experts to get to the root of the problem and make sure that is solved. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Bridges program. I'll be joining you for today. I'm Jean Kenneth M. Ilagan, an HR and organizational consultant, and currently taking my PhD in management. And welcome to the another season of Bridges show, wherein we will be talking about mental health. No, it's a good factor and a good way for us to get to know ano nga ba yung mental health, no? It's very rampant nowadays, wherein there are a lot of concerns, there are a lot of questions, and those questions will be answered today in this show. Let's also greet those who are watching overseas, dun sa mga nasa abroad, good morning sa inyo. Sa mga nasa ibang parte naman ng mundo, good evening sa inyo. And for everyone, good afternoon kung kayo nandito sa Philippines. To all first-time viewers, of course, Bridges is a University of Santo Tomas Alumni Association virtual talk that showcases and provides notable Tomasian alumni an opportunity to share their expertise and experiences on various topics for lifelong learning. And yes, we are on the season 4. No, grabe, congratulations, Bridges, for doing 4 successful season. And then, of course, we are looking forward to our 5th this late 2024. No, so for today's episode, this is brought to you by the UST Alumni Association and sponsored by the UST Galing Science Alumni Association. And this event is also sponsored by Mr. Ray S. Novales a graduate of BS Psychology of the College of Science, batch 1976. And before we go on to our talk proper, let us, of course, invite everyone who is watching to like and share our show and subscribe to our UST Alumni Community YouTube channel and follow our Facebook page for new episodes weekly. So isa itong way para suportahan ang ating programa. So maraming salamat sa mga loyal na nanonood weekly. At syempre, let's invite more people to join in sa Bridges program because again, this is a fruitful show wherein we can showcase ano nga ba yung talent ng Tomasian and ano nga ba yung kaya nating ibigay to our society. Especially itong topic natin for this afternoon is very timely, very relevant, and hindi natin alam kung sino ang pwedeng tamaan. Di ba? Pwedeng ikaw pala, or pwedeng yung kasama mo sa work, or your family members. This is one of the most intriguing topic nowadays when it comes to health. And it's what we call the mental health issue. No? So that's why, wag natin patagalin pa. Let me introduce to you our guests for today's session. Our guest for this afternoon is a graduate, has a doctorate degree in education from the Trinity University of Asia, holds a master's degree in business economics from the University of Asia and the Pacific, a diploma of professional development from the University of Connecticut in USA, and Bachelor of Science in Psychology from the University of Santo Tomas, and a distinguished Tomasian alumni honoree for 2022. She focused her career and professional practice in education, media, human resource management, and organizational systems and development. Take note, she was the ABS-CBN's Human Resource and Organizational Development Director, Solar Entertainment Senior Vice President, Southern Broadcasting Network Senior Vice President, served as faculty in Aquinas University in Legazpi and Trinity University of Asia here in Quezon City. She has distinguished herself in the broadcast industry through her multi-awarded Moms Radio, a KBP Golden Dove Awardee for Best Radio Magazine Talk Show, and also a recipient of the Catholic Mass Media Hall of Fame Award on Best Radio Educational Program nationwide. Our speaker for this afternoon is also a certified family life mentor and pursued the advocacy on empowerment of mothers, family, and community. She is the president and executive director of Momskwela Foundation Incorporated, an institution dedicated to the holistic transformation of mothers into strong pillars of a full and value-driven family and community. Grabe! That's why we're getting patagalin. Our guest for this afternoon, let's give it up for Dr. Lini M. Dinopol. Doc Lini, magandang hapon. Ayan,
Hi,
Doc Lini.
Jane. Good afternoon.
Ay, grabe. Doc Lini, ang haba ng introduction ko sa inyo.
Hindi naman
Grabe.
kailangan maraming lahat.
Ay, hindi, of course, no. Siyempre, Doc Lini, thank you very much para, alam ko, busy kayo.
Okay.
Diba?
Yes.
Pero it's good, diba? It's good that we return it back to the UST community.
Thank you very much, Jane. I'm really honored. I'm very, both humbled and honored at the same
Of
time.
course. So, ibig sabihin yan, makakadalawang program ka dito, ma'am.
With you. Okay, with you.
Sure. Doc Lini, ang ganda ng topic natin, no? Diba? No health without mental health.
Okay.
Diba?
James,
So,
kung titingnan mo yon yung no health without mental health, parang may sinasabi tayo dito eh. Kasi minsan pag tinitingnan natin ang health, so we're just talking about the physical health.
correct.
Yeah.
Diba?
But then we're kind of leaving behind something very important, equally important, and that is mental health. Okay?
Agree.
And you had a very good introduction, as a matter of fact. It captures all. When you did try giving our audience the gist of what this afternoon will bring in terms of our interaction. So sometimes when we don't feel good, so that's physical. But sometimes meron ding hindi natin nakikita na something that makes us not feel good as well.
Exactly, 'di ba? Diba? Kasi akala natin kapag sinabing health, 'di ba, wala kang lagnat, 'di ba? Wala kang sakit ng katawan,
Mm-mm.
and you can perform your routine on a normal
True.
basis. Pero
True.
when it comes to mental health, tama, you cannot see it.
Mm-mm.
You cannot see it. Actually, mahirap siya i-distinguish if you're experiencing or not. And hindi natin alam na gano'n na pala karampant.
Correct. Correct. You are so right. And then, kung titingnan mo rin, when you were saying earlier na pag may lagnat, pag may sakit, you cannot really be in your best, you're not best fit for the routine that you go through the day. Eh, ganun din naman ang mental health, di ba?
Mhm.
You're not able to function well if you're bothered mentally. So, what is mental health really? Tingnan natin kung ano ba yung mental health. Bakit ba ang mental health dapat equally important ang ranking sa physical health? So, mental health actually,
So dapat pantay siya.
pantay siya. And makikita natin na this refers to the state of well-being. Ano ba yung well-being? Well-being is the entirety of the person, right? So, in which we, as individuals, realize our own abilities and potentials, cope adequately. Kung mga normal stresses, kayang-kaya nating itawid each day. And then, we also display the resilience in the face of extreme life events, and that we work productively and fruitfully when we have a good mental health, so that we are able to make a positive contribution to the community. For example, like what you're doing, Sir Jin, at this point in time this afternoon. You are giving a very significant contribution by being together in this broadcast and offering to our audience what we can. So that is actually an indicator that indeed we are in the best of mental health. But when do we say that one is not in, diba?
Exactly,
So,
paano nga ba?
But when we are bothered, when we are bordering something like a disorder on the mental health, we frequently find ourselves thinking, feeling, and reacting with difficulty, even impossible to cope with, even during normal situations. Even if the stress that comes our way are not as difficult as they may be, only if we have a better health mentally. So, what are we saying here? Mental health includes emotional, psychological, and social well-being. That is how we think, feel, and act. So, makita mo, it's so holistic.
Holistic, correct. Correct. But yung ano ba ngayon, yung Doc Lini, yung ganyan ba is, can we say it's rampant already? Like, or is it very an isolated case lang? Kasi kanina sa introduction natin, we mentioned that there are already a lot of cases and it could happen to any one of us.
Actually, there's a rising epidemic right now of mental health crisis in the Philippines. It's a fact. And that mental illness, if I may say, is a silent epidemic that we need to confront head on. Mukhang, at this point in time, it's not we don't really see that this is being given that much, maybe some are giving it some attention, but not enough. Because another fact is that access to mental health services in the country remains limited. Why? It's because of the scarce resources and the stigma. Okay? So, it is becoming a common disability in the Philippines. And we really need to move fast and act fast on this. You were really mentioning some statistics earlier, but at least 3.6 million Filipinos suffer from mental, neurological, and substance use disorder. And that should have risen because we are continuously updating these statistics. And the ratio, you won't believe this, Sir Jim. One mental health worker is for every 100,000 Filipinos. So,
1:100,000?
1,000 Filipinos. See?
Parang
So that
kulang.
sobra. So there's really crisis. And the
Mhm.
crisis is real, meaning we have to confront it because it's real. So what are we saying also? Mental health is important at every stage of life. When do we
At
say,
every stage of life. That
yes,
means pagkabata
oh,
hanggang
yes,
pagtanda.
yes. Because later on, if we take a look at how mental health develops, you will see that this goes back to, some of them goes back to childhood experiences. Okay, some trauma that happened when they were younger. So as I was saying earlier, from childhood and adolescence through adulthood, even at some points in time when we already have the senior citizens going through mental
Mhm.
health issues at this point in time, meaning it affects Filipinos of all ages and backgrounds, young, old, rich, or poor. So everyone has a role to play to
So wala
improve.
palang kawala. Walang kawala ka pala sa mental health
Oo,
problem. 'Di ba?
wala
So
talaga.
that means, yeah, I agree, no. Yung even yung trauma nung pagkabata mo, you will bring it, 'di ba? It can cause a mental health issue until
Mm-mm.
you reach adolescence. Yung
Mm-mm.
bullying that you
Oh
experience,
yes, oh yes.
'di ba?
That's a good point, because
Mhm.
bullying, if you really will do some diagnosis
Mhm.
on the bullying, you will find out that you will discover that those who bully and who are being bullied had some origins in their childhood. Why
Both
are they doing
bullied
that?
and
And
bully.
bullying.
Oh,
Yes, yes,
interesting.
yes. So
Pero
because, yeah, go
Mhm.
ahead.
Pero
Yeah.
ang hirap, pero Doc, ang hirap hanapin, no? Kasi syempre, parang nakikita natin is the telltale signs na lang, nambubuli, nabubuli. Pero, 'di ba, since yun nga, one is to 100,000. So ano yung gaano mo siya katagal bago ma-detect, 'di ba? Parang nearly impossible. Kumbaga, if
Yeah.
madi-discover mo siya, nandun ka na sa endpoint.
Mm-hmm. And take note. So many hide it because of the stigma,
Mhm. Correct, correct.
right?
Kasi pag sinabing mental health, alam na. Pag sinabing mental, syempre, alam mo na. Ang iniisip kagad nila, mental hospital. Di ba? Syempre,
Yes.
ang iniisip nila kagad, parang yung dosage mo ng gamot is more than what you, di ba, what you think of.
True. Oh, and then this is actually affected by the environment, by the workplace. So what are we saying? We are looking at, as we were saying earlier, the approach is what we call the whole of society approach. Everyone should come in and help each other, be synergized in addressing the mental health issues of the country. So how do we do that? Like, first, let's take a look at your mental well-being. Ano ba talaga ang nakaka-affect sa
Mhm.
mental well-being ng person? So here we're looking at, for those in the adolescent or adult, there is this repeated exposure to traumatic events. You
Mhm.
don't know that. You had a
Correct.
very good insight earlier. How do we get to know this? But
Mhm.
some of them, they don't even talk about it. So it worsens.
Or
It gets
sometimes kinakalimutan nila. Pero
kalimutan.
may effect pala.
Okay, because hindi yan nakakalimutan totally. Nasasub,
Hindi.
hindi. Nasasubdue, nasusuppress, but it stays. Mabigat yun. And then
Yeah.
whenever another experience comes in, then that is revisited. It refreshes and it becomes another problem again.
Kapag na-trigger.
Pag na-trigger, so yun yung tinatawag natin triggers.
Yep.
Okay?
Mhm.
So, what are they? So, give a person workload pressures.
Mhm.
There had been some time na nag-react siya doon, hindi niya nakayanan, but he or she is trying to prove herself more to the others, and most especially to herself or himself. Okay, so this is it. This is another, we call this the work-related factors, but there are so many other factors that come into fore when we take a look at the mental health issues. meron diyang suffering from the loss of a family, loss of friends or a loved one. Those who are experiencing loneliness and who couldn't manage, these feelings, but wouldn't have the courage to really talk about it. Who to talk to about it?
Correct.
You know,
Mhm.
okay? And then, may mga relationship problems,
Mhm.
Well, meron, of course, this is very obvious that those who have problems with money
Correct.
also, and then, so it becomes the source of stress. But what are we saying here, Sir Jim? No single cause for mental illness. So it
Mas
gets,
mahirap. Mas
oo,
mahirap kasi for example, those who can afford might have no problems with money pero heartbroken naman. Sometimes
tama,
yung walang problema naman sa relationship pero wala namang money. So alam mo yun, so it will
tama.
now vary, di ba? It
Okay,
now
okay.
vary person from person, and then yung iba naman, let's say may loss of someone, or iba naman yung approach kapag loss of a pet.
Mm-mm.
So magkakaiba. So walang walang single approach, walang single diagnosis. Iba-iba yung triggers niya, iba yung pinagmulan ng kanyang mental concerns.
Right. And this is what we call the process that the person has to go through. But
Mhm.
how many among the 100,000 uh, people that we mentioned earlier have the courage to talk about it? Sometimes they hide it, sometimes they isolate themselves. There are those
Hindi yan,
who just like stay inside the room, and
Mhm.
then some of them stop doing their everyday routines, and
Mhm.
there is it. The depression comes in.
Mhm.
It sets
Yeah.
in. Okay.
Pero surprisingly, di ba? Like for us, let's say we have lived all throughout, nanggaling na tayo sa 1990s, 2000, early 2000, early 1990s. Pero Doc Lini, bakit kaya parang ngayon lang siya naging widespread, no? Parang bakit ngayon lang siya nabigyan ng emphasis?
Okay.
Or is it something na baka naman hindi lang talaga tayo aware before?
We were aware before,
Mhm.
but it became very pronounced during the pandemic.
So it's been
So
there.
it's been there, and
Uh,
during the pandemic, it really worsened, and it
mhm.
really mushroomed because people had some psychosocial problems. Like
Mhm.
people who just leave their homes can't really associate with those who have, just with anybody because there are so many restrictions outside. So there are
Mhm.
social restrictions. Even in the family, there are so many issues like, day in and day out, they're together and they coping with each other and the activities that they have engaged in, and even really fulfilling their social and psychosocial needs, and all of these problems
Mhm.
needed to be addressed. So, social workers and all the other mental health professionals came into fore.
Mhm.
So they tried looking into it, and somehow there had been some steps that had been taken in terms of educating them that seeing a psychiatrist is not really does not really mean that you are crazy.
Yeah,
Like, di ba? Like,
yeah.
a psychologist can help.
Yep.
A social worker, when they knock on your door and try to really talk to you and
Mhm.
converse with you, that's pretty okay. Nothing's wrong with you. It's just
Mhm.
like they wanted to be of help to you.
Mhm.
So things like those. So I was actually looking at one particular talk. It was actually a seminar wherein they mentioned something like we have to be looking at some community based approach nowadays.
Mhm.
Meaning we really have to bind together ourselves and really take a look at what will help in terms
Mhm.
of really bringing this out and really
Mhm.
helping better if uh, younger.
Yeah. Na-mention mo, Doc, na that there's psychosocial support, that may social workers. That means the government is fully aware of this before. Kumbaga
Oh,
may
yes.
angkor na batas.
Meron. Oh, yeah. We have this mental acts. Okay? And that had been like there since years back. It had been there. And it was actually, this is actually Republic Act 11036. The mental Republic
Mental Health
11
Act. Mhm.
Republic Act, yeah, Mental Health Act. So there, it says that we have a right to be we have a right to be able to address our own mental health issues. So actually, the act is actually declaring the policy that affirms the basic right of all Filipinos to mental health, as well as the fundamental rights of people who require mental health services.
Mhm.
But I think not too many knew that before.
Yeah. That's why maganda nga tong program natin, Doc Lini, na may bridges tayo. Because, who would know, no, na meron palang law or may Republic Act pala that pertains to mental health. That means the government, there is a program ng government to handle it, and at the same time, the Filipinos know that the government supports it. So they can actually go to health centers and it's available there.
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
Hindi siya something na kailangan. Kasi pag sabi mong mental health, parang iniisip mo pa lang, parang gumaling nga yung mental concern mo, ubos naman yung budget mo, no? But there is an avenue for you to have it addressed sa public health.
Oh yes, oh yes. And this is actually something that will have to be taken note of. Meaning, there's actually in that Mental Health Act, we have a council of all government agencies who are involved there. We have the DOH, we have the DOLE, and then we have the Commission on Human Rights, we have the DepEd in the council. So they're all together working on this and how this might be able to become relevant to all those who need a safe and supportive environment to address all these mental health issues. Okay,
Ang
so
galing.
so I wish more will know about it, and they will really go out into the open and really avail of all of this and exercise their rights. It's actually a
Diba?
right.
So, ang pinaka-accessible nito, Doc Lini, they go to a health center or a public hospital, or where ba pinaka-accessible, no? Lalo kasi ngayon, right now, parang nagugulat yung mga tao, pwede pala. But where?
Yeah. Actually, there are institutions who are also dedicated on this, and there are also some advocacies. Like, for example, if you recall my involvement in the families, so we do that. We give some accompaniment to mothers who need these services. But this is cascading down to the families and eventually to the communities. But there are still some other institutions who are dedicated to this. Just, I think that was a couple of days ago, I was listening to a discussion among psychiatrists and psychologists. There is, I think it was Dr. Karandang who mentioned about this, reaching out to all those who are in need of help or assistance or accompaniment on the mental health issues as well. There was also one institution who I know, I think PGH also has a dedicated department on addressing this also.
Wow, well, amazing that it's not just about DOH, no? Andyan din pala si DepEd and other government agencies that just not addresses yung problem itself, but they do preventive actions, no? So
actually, yes.
so that kumbaga yung awareness that mental health is important, plus
Mhm.
the fact that we know that if there's a problem such as mental health, no, you can always have a place to go to.
Oh yes, we call
Mhm.
the we have this in our Mental Health Act. We call them the community-based mental health care facilities.
Mhm.
Okay, so these are national government through the DOH
Mhm.
uh, funded. It's DOH funded and established to assist in the operation of community-based mental health care facilities in
Mhm.
the provinces. Not
Mhm.
only here, but also in the provinces.
Perfect.
And then the cluster of municipalities in the entire country. Now it's just a matter of really looking at how this had been activated in all these
Mhm.
areas.
Ayan, kaya sa mga viewers natin today, ayan, we learned something new, no? So that's why you use your social media and your Google to find the nearest center kung saan meron. Kasi malay mo, no, you might need it, your family members might need it, at least you can refer someone to this facility so that they can also address yung concern nila. Siyempre, kasi, Doc Lini, ano nga bang effect nito, di ba? Let's say, ayan na, ngayon lang nila nalaman, lumala na yung cases nila. Ano ba usually nagiging effects sa kanila ng prolonged mental health issue?
Okay. The worst case scenario is really they need to be institutionalized. Like, they have to be like cared for, monitored closely in hospitals and other facilities, that they may be given continuous attention, treatment, and processing
Mhm.
actually until such time that they're ready to return back to the usual
Normal environment,
environment where
yeah.
they came in, so where they came from. So that's it. Meaning, we have that. That is actually something very clear that when it had
Mhm.
gotten that far, then we will be addressing these issues, institutionalize them, give them the proper treatment, the proper
Mhm.
medication, the proper approach.
Mhm.
Now it depends, and then there there are also those who are being recommended by the or brought by their families
Mhm.
to some places where they will also be given very
Mhm.
specific psychological, neurological, and maybe psychiatric treatment.
Mhm.
So all together, and social workers also are helping in working on these activities to be
Mhm.
able to restore them and
Mhm.
then return back to their families, to their communities.
Pero yun nga lang, no, sadly, Doc Lini, 1 is to every 100,000.
100,000,
Tapos,
o nga.
tapos, you'll never know, no, kung how accessible yung facility sa kanila. So that's why, I think, no, the gist of our discussion would be the importance of a good mental health. Diba?
Yes.
Kasi you'll never know when will it happen. You need to prevent it from happening. You need to manage it if you have one. And plus the fact that you will be the support of at least 5 people in your family.
Mhm. Mhm.
Diba? So gaano nga ba ka-important pag sinabing may good mental health? Siguro not just for you, no, but for the family that you belong to.
Okay.
Kasi
Yeah.
nakakahawa yan, di ba, Doc Lini? Parang pag nakikita mong yung kasama mo sa bahay, medyo ganito yung nafe-feel. Parang ikaw din, nahahatak ka.
Yes, yes. Well, actually, initially we have to manage our emotions. Okay.
Mhm.
Sometimes when people become too sensitive and they feel like they're rejected, or some
Mhm.
cannot take failures, so they start having emotional pains. Then paying attention to that emotional pain is something where already they should start being helped already. And then that is actually the objective there is to protect the self-esteem of the person,
Mhm.
because when the self-esteem this fizzles out, then that's actually leading to more emotional pain and eventually the depression. And then there are also those you know these are actually specific instances wherein people, we call it the rumination. They chew over certain failures, certain disappointments that they couldn't really overcome on a prolonged period. So this is actually being addressed by having some positive thoughts, or being led to some positive thoughts and positive thinking, and then to battle, being taught how to battle the negative thinking that gets into them. Okay, so what outcomes are we are we expecting, as you were asking earlier? Now, by taking action when you're, for example, when you're lonely, by changing your responses for failure, well, definitely it's a process. By protecting your self-esteem, okay, by battling negative thinking, you won't just heal your psychological wounds. You will also build emotional resilience, and you will thrive.
Okay.
Okay.
Diba?
So if you just become informed and change a few simple habits, that's the world we can all live in. And that this is actually the landscape of personal hygiene and emotional hygiene. If all of these things you pay attention to, diba?
So you need to be conscious, diba? Conscious sa environment mo. You need to be conscious about what you feel, diba? And how you approach doon sa mga certain situations, no? Because technically, totoo naman eh. You cannot control your environment, no? Anything could happen, diba? Lahat pwede mangyari. Like, for example, just recently, kakabagyo lang, diba? And then, of course, maraming nagiging situation, personal, merong environment mo, yung sa simple barangay mo, you have a problem, you encounter different people at the workplace, you encounter different people wherever you go. So that means triggers will always be there, no? But if you can change how you look at things, if you change on how you perceive things, that can contribute dun sa mental health, wellness mo eh. Like what you are mentioning kanina.
Yeah. Oo. Let's just sum it up na all of these come from your physical self, which is a partner of your mental self, mental health, and then your environment, your psychological makeup, and your social milieu. So ito siya. Ito yung and then, well, every day in and day out, we talk about stress.
Correct.
So you cope with stress, you manage your emotions, and then you manage your time also, and change your perception, like what you were saying earlier.
Correct. Yeah. Ang galing.
That
Diba? Ang
is,
galing.
diba?
Ang
Basta
galing.
yun, no? Diba?
Oo.
Again, cope with stress, manage your emotions, manage your time, change your perception.
Ang galing,
So,
diba?
yun.
When it comes naman sa workplace, no, syempre, as we all know, no, adolescent, yung mga working group, di ba? The working group exposes themselves at least 8 hours doon sa office nila, di ba? 8 to 10 hours plus the commute, plus the travel. Siguro, they spend at least half of their 24 hours sa labas, sa workplace nila. And as we all know, very challenging kasi yun yung source of income mo eh.
Yeah.
Yun, diba? How do we manage naman when it comes to mental health, lalo pag nasa workplace ka, no? It can be in a perspective of an employer, a president of an organization, or maybe even as an employee, as part of the working group. What will be the contribution of the mental health app doon sa mga organizations na ganyan? And that serves as a help doon sa lumiliit na mundo ng nag-a-address ng mental concerns natin.
Yeah. Okay. Well, the key is work-life balance. Okay. So when you take a look at work-life balance, you are like what we said earlier. You manage your time. You have a family, for example. You have yourself to your needs and all that. So there has to be a balance of time, attention, mindfulness, distribution to all of this. Mindfulness is actually key. Like, sometimes when you're in a hurry, you just like breeze through it and discover later on that it's a failure. So meaning you're not focused, there's no mindfulness. So It has to be something that you have to address immediately. Otherwise, it will keep on happening again and again. And there's where your frustration comes in. And pag nagpatalo ka sa frustration,
Ayun na.
nagiging depression. Tapos, hindi mo na alam kung how. No? So, actually, yung mga companies natin, I'm so happy that there are those companies na they provide daycare for the children para hindi yung mind nila nasa bahay, iniisip yung children, and all, especially those na walang mga yaya and all that. But, you know,
Hindi makafocus diba? Hindi
hindi
sila
makafocus.
makafocus.
So, parang sobrang, ano yun, high stress level yan. Now, there are also companies who give us some, you know, some allowances, not in terms of financial, but in terms of time for those who have children. Like they give them more time to be with their families. There are leave credits that are mandated also. So that's why if you take note of the council that I mentioned earlier, they have to be all together to be taking to take a look at all of these needs, you know, of the psychosocial needs, of the physical needs, of the emotional needs, and other needs that will make up one well-being positively, and not to the point that they'll be able to contribute immensely in wherever they are, whatever they do, and whatever choice of life they really go for at some point.
Diba?
Okay. Go ahead.
Diba ang galing, diba? Government has their contribution with the Mental Health Act. It's available sa mga centers natin. The employers, workplace contributes to it as well, diba? May mga leave credits sila. You can provide seminar supports that can help yung mental health, no? When it comes, Doc Lini, doon naman sa pinaka-smallest group, diba? Which is the family. What can be the support given? Lalo na, you are the president. You've been with different organizations. Ano yung support na pwedeng ibigay ng mga parents or even ng mga anak to their parents or parents to their anak when it comes to mental health, no? Lalo na siguro sabi mo nga, Doc Lini, nagsisimula yan sa pagkabata. Sa pagkabata pa lang, may ano na yan, may pwedeng magkaroon na kagad ng implication yan sa mental health nila. So what are the tips for our parents on how to ensure na at least we contribute to the wellness of the mental health ng family natin? Yes.
Okay. So what we do actually in this foundation where I am, we give programs. Well, we have 5 modules that mothers and involving also all the other members of the family. So all these modules focus on self-awareness. That's one. So that's nurturing oneself, knowing oneself, empowering oneself. So after that, we also go to managing family finances. So that's another. And then
finances.
And then the third module is spousal relationship. Okay, meaning
spousal relationship.
Spousal relationship and harmonious family relationship.
Nako.
And then the fourth is parenting. Okay? Parenting. And then actually the last one is what we call family design. We put together
family design.
Yes, we put together all the family members into a certain unifying activity, whatever their interests, whatever their interest may be, wherever that is, however way they can contribute to the community. The proactive objective is to put together the families in an empowered and resilient community where all families are helping each other to really be an empowered whole community.
So in short, Doc Lini, pwede i-design. Pwede siyang, so kumbaga para siyang pwede mo siyang i-predict, pwede siyang proactively ipila, i-line up with your siguro with your family goals.
Yes, yes, that's it. We call it family vision, see, Sir Jim. So each family will have a family vision.
Oh,
Okay.
interesting. So ibig sabihin pala,
Yes.
to contribute it, you can do a proactive approach to minimize, di ba? Then convert it to positive thoughts. Kasi vision nga, di ba? Vision. So
Vision.
pwede pala siyang ganun, pwede pala siyang i-align.
Sure, sure.
Hindi pala reactive to na sige, bahala na pag may nangyari.
So, what had it brought in? All family members have a stake in making the family work and functional. All of the family members know what is going on with each other in the family. So, family is the first to approach when there's a problem, wherever. Okay. Now, one big discovery that we have in putting the family together is the communication among members. So, may mga feedback dyan because we do evaluation at the end.
Okay.
And most of this, they say, yun pong mga anak ko, halos hindi na po kami nag-uusap kasi po kami nasa trabaho, sila po nasa school, wala na po, tapos mainit pa po ang ulo namin and all that. Now, all of that has changed because now, nag-uusap na sila. Now, hindi na malakas ang boses ni tatay. Now, they look forward to coming home and talking to each other. It's important na meron silang family meal where they discuss only the happy things, happy experiences of the day. Now, maybe after the family meal, they tackle all the other concerns of the family.
Based sa based sa Doc Lini, based sa mga naging experiences mo dyan, no? Saan ba pinakamadalas nakaka-affect yung magkakaroon ng mental health concern? Na kay anak? Na kay mami ba? Na kay binata? Na kay dalaga? Na kay daddy? Na kay mami? Na kay lolo ba?
Well, actually, nagkakaroon ng nakikita namin yung when parents are already not engaged in the family affairs. And well, parents who are not like nagkakasundo and they fight in front of their children, sobrang laking impact nun. Na they see their parents and then sometimes they have to take sides, like and they are being taught now to take a look at the issues. It's a family issue. It's not just the issue of a mother and a father, but it's a family issue that that's why we have the spousal relationship in our module, because we need to really take a look at that in relation to really bringing it over and then bringing the children towards the holistic family vision that I was saying earlier.
So in short, nakakahawa pala siya, no? So yung parents mo, nafe-feel, kahit sila yung magkaaway, nafe-feel din siya ng mga anak.
Mga anak. And then, oo.
Tapos
so,
yung solution niya is dapat whole family.
Actually, yung children, when they leave the house, nagkakaroon na ng ibang factors. Kaya nga sabi natin kanina, hindi ba? Hindi lang isa yung factor na nakaka-affect ng mental health.
Madami siya.
So, environment Hindi lang naman home ang environment. So, paglabas niyan, meron ng ibang factors, lalo na yung mga children who are growing children. Dapat talaga nasusubaybayan sila. And then, well, peer pressure.
Correct.
We were saying may bullying din and all that. So, nagagaling yun dun sa minsan reaction formation, actually. I think in psychology, we're very familiar with reaction formation.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah.
Ang tanong ng lahat, Doc, saan ba makukuha? Saan ba makaka-avail? Saan ba pwedeng marinig yung 5 modules mo na yan?
Okay.
Baka kasi balay mo, interesado yung mga nakikinig today. Saan ba yan? Pwede.
Nasa ano po namin yan? Actually, ito po yung sinabi po ni Sir Jean kanina, Ma'am Eskwela Foundation where I am actually, which I am in charge of right now. I'm the president there right now. Ito po kasi, dinaan po namin to sa research bago po kami decide noong 5 modules. Ito pong 5 modules na to talaga ang pinaka importanteng concerns ng pamilya. Kaya, well, if kung may ganun pong katanungan, kami po ay open. We're very much interested
To
to
Mom's Eskwela.
yeah, Mom's Eskwela po ang tawag kasi po it's a school not only for mothers po kasi alam mo Sir Jean, mother yan kasi alam mo na yan, di ba? Mother ang medyo
Sure.
biggest influencer ng family values, virtues, and all the other activities that are happening there, siya yung nandiyan. Palaging siya.
Oo, sige. Actually, nga isa yun sa mga unang tanong. Marami tayong tanong for this afternoon. Kasi this is very interesting. It's very interesting. It's very eye-catching. It's an eye-opener. We have questions on board. Siyempre, no, kasi ang dami na curious sa inyong pinaggagawa sa life. Diba? Ang daming naiintriga. Sino po ba tong speaker natin for this afternoon? So we have here on board. No, mga gusto of course, we have panelists for this afternoon. Let's send this over. We have Miss Chari. Miss Chari, you're here. Miss Chari, magandang hapon. Ayan, Miss Chari, magandang hapon.
Hi, good afternoon. Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead. Ang
Yes.
ganda ng topic natin, Miss Chari.
Yes, oo nga. Actually, nagte-take down notes ako kanina, Jean and Miss Linny, no? So, I'm very curious to know lang additional information, Miss Linny, since you are the expert on this area because you're also, as Jean has mentioned and as you have shared, you're really working with families and really trying to work out on concerns para syempre malunasan yung mga mental health issues ng bawat member, no, or probably lessening the causes of what triggers the mental health issues. I'm just curious kasi yung ratio kanina na parang one worker to 100,000 Filipinos na ratio, medyo parang kung titingnan mo, parang maliit naman siya. Pero syempre, on a larger scale, malaki yon. Malaki siya, di ba? I'm curious to know po, based on siguro mga pag-aaral nyo or sa mismo experiences nyo po sa mga clients nyo na naghihingi ng help with their mental health concerns, ano po yung parang age range na parang nagbaballoon? Kasi you mentioned na all stages of life, 'di ba? Potential na pwedeng merong mental health. Meron po bang parang sa trend talagang naka-spike yung kanyang statistics na talagang pag teenager ba, doon ba nagbabaloon yung mental health concerns or
Yes, ma'am. Nasa 15 to 35 po siya.
Okay.
15 to 35.
Pero medyo malaki yung range, no, ng age.
15 to 35 because may I mention na I have like more than 10 cases at this point in time of young people aged 15 to 21. Some of them have suicidal tendencies. Two of them have been slashing their
wrist.
So, I mean, yes, the wrists and well, okay na sila. You know, one most effective tool is just to listen. Listen and be mindful of their issues. Sometimes they solve their own problems. You know, because when they own the steps that they tell you, they really do it. You just have to be there. You just have to accompany them, listen to them.
Yeah, in relation to that, no, Miss Lini, kasi medyo I'm a young parent actually, no. So my child is going to the transition of puberty eh. So
Okay.
Ako personally as a mother, medyo nafi-feel ko na yung change. So I really
Yes,
that's why
yes.
very 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 important din sa akin tong topic na to kasi I wanna make sure hindi ako magiging cause of stress ng anak ko.
Okay, okay.
Especially na magha-high school na siya, no. So for us parents, can you give us like parang a tip? Parang how do we know na parang meron na palang something na we should be alerted on yung aming mga anak. Kasi as you've mentioned, silent ano to eh. So it's very difficult, although psychology graduate po ako, pero syempre I'm not trained really to assess the psychiatric or the psychological ano ng anak ko since sa HR ang aking practice. Pero is there any parang symptoms po ba, if you may call it that, na parang parents would know na, uy, nearing depression stage na yung anak mo or suicidal ano?
That's a very good question. Like what I was saying, it is our goal to really be there for our children to the point hindi naman sila yung parang nag-choke with our being there. I mean, give them the freedom. I mean, and all that. But when you already notice something like may mga changing patterns, pay attention to that. Pay attention in a way that you'll try a conversation. Bring them to an activity where you're going to see it more. Not confrontational. So, pag nakita nyo yun, medyo, teka, ano to? Medyo, let me see this, and then until such time that you are able to bring your child back to the, may makikita ka somehow. But make it like, nag-uumpisa pa lang. Para mas madali siyang maagapan and all that. So, meron namang instances na nawawala, na hindi nagpapaalam. Medyo, ano yun, alarming din yun. So, make it like, parang ano lang, a guide post at home, wherever you are, just let us know where you are, or when you leave the house. Just let us know. We'd like to know because, it might sound a bit too accompanying, but we just want to be like, rested na parang hindi kami nag-worry. Parang ganun lang. It's more like for love, more than questioning. Parang ganun. And there are times also that they become parang nagiging ano sila, nagiging sumpungin. Like, parang ang bilis nilang mainis, ganyan, parang, and then tingnan nyo kung saan nanggagaling, kung ano yung nakaka-trigger. So, makaka-connect ka as a mother especially, makaka-connect ka. Yung mga ganon. Tapos yung mga tantrums, and then, pag nagta-tantrum, huwag agad-agad mong, give it 2 to 3 occasions. Tingnan mo yung instances. And then, try to hop in very gracefully doon sa what's causing the tantrum. Not to scold because lalong mag-wall. Lalo siyang maglalagay ng wall. Yun.
Last question from me, Miss Lini, no? I actually saw it from the chat din. So, share ko na lang din for our audience to also know. What if the parents daw po ang may mental health issue? So how will the children deal with that? Or parang, syempre, lalo na kung minor naman yung mga bata, di ba? So meron po bang hotline ang government or ang other institutions working under this program ng mental health na pwedeng tawagan? Parang kung baga sa violence ng child violence, diba, may bantay bata.
Yes.
163. So pag ganito po ba, meron po ba mental health na parang hotline na pwedeng i-alert ang authority?
I'd like to look into that. That's an interesting move, no? But usually, dun sa bantay bata, usually dyan nanggagaling yung information. Kung merong mental health issue yung parents. So, yeah. Sa tingin ko, that is although I don't think it covers all. But then again, on our end, in the schools where we've been, like we've been in the NCR elementary schools. So, we make it a point that we do dialogues with children. Kumusta na and all that. So there, nakaka-spot kami ng ganon. So, we try to do our own steps and communicate with the mother or visit the family and all that. So that's what we do. But yeah, that's an interesting question.
Yeah.
Let me. I owe you that. I mean,
Sige po, yeah.
if the Mental Health Act has a provision for that, then let's push for it.
Sige po, sige po. Thank you also for all the clarification and answers. Thank you.
Yeah, I hope it satisfies your...
Yes po, yes po. Helpful naman po
Si
yung...
Doc Lini nasa hotline. Diba,
I
Doc
got
Lini?
the hotline. Okay,
Tapos
thank
si
you.
Chari yung receptionist natin dun.
Why not, di ba?
Wow, pwede.
For the service of science.
Oh, sure,
not?
diba?
Why not?
For the service,
That's
sige.
one.
Meron tayong
Diba?
provider dito, sponsor natin si Doc Galo. Doc Galo, you have questions ba? Hi, Doc Galo. You're here in this call. Yan ang ating
Hindi naman
sponsor.
question. Hindi question ko. Dadagdagan ko yung I thought wanted to input it. Yung tinatawag na PFA. Yung
Okay.
psychological first aid.
Oh, okay,
Pero-
okay.
Yung psychological first aid kasi yung mga tanong kanina na unang-una dahil hindi naman tayo maraming mga sitwasyon na hindi naman professional yung mga those who are able to witness mga mental issues, no? So ang ibig sabihin ng psychological first aid is very simple. Ano lang, you attend to the person, makinig ka lang, you don't have to do anything na professional as a psychologist, because what you're expected to do is guide the person to bring them to whoever are the healthcare facilities that can attend to psychological problems. So wag tayo mag-attempt na maging psychologist, kasi kung hindi naman tayo psychologist talaga, wag nating pangialaman yung hindi nating alam professionally. So it has to be handled by a professional. Yun ang ibig sabihin ng psychological first aid. Nangyayari yan pag may mga crisis, o kaya sa mga sa mga workplaces na mayroon mga, sabi natin, mga mental issues na nangyayari, yung mga manager o yung mga kasama natin sa office. Ang ibig sabihin ng psychological first aid, we are encouraged to do that. But mayroong limitation yon. Ang gagawin lang natin is pakinggan natin, i-guide natin sila at dadala natin sila to professional services. Like halimbawa sa opisina, mayroong mga mental health, may mga clinics dyan, no? In fact, karugtong ito doon sa batas na required, no? According to the Department of Labor and Employment, you are required to come up with your mental health program and strategy. So requirement yun. Mayroong penalty yun pag wala kayong ganon. So you need to put up a mental health program. So sabi na Republic Act kanina yung isa, ito naman directive ng Department of Labor, mayroon yang manual paano i-install yan. That can be downloaded from the Department of Labor and Employment. So I thought yung gusto kong idagdag doon sa sinabi ni Doc Lini kanina.
Okay, di ba? Maraming
Yes,
salamat,
perfect.
Doc Galo.
Oo.
Ang galing, di ba? So, in
Yes.
short, there is a system already.
There is.
There is, di ba? Meron na.
Activation is what we need to do.
Activation na lang, di ba? Doc Lini, ako i-invite kita next time ulit sa mga ganito. Kasi feel ko lack of awareness lang eh.
Correct.
Di ba? Lack of awareness eh. Doc Lini, you have message for everyone. Lalo na patapos na tayo, no? And sana 3 hours tong Bridges yung season 5, request ko 3 hours eh. Diba? Kasi maganda, di ba? Doc Lini, you have message for everyone who is listening.
Sandali, Jin, mayroon pa akong habol kasi I think napaka-importante nung kanina yung sabi mong na-hotline si Doc Lini, no? Si National Center for Mental Health is the immediate number that you can directly call for assistance. Si National Center for Mental Health.
Okay, NCMH. Yeah.
O, NCMH, di ba? Alam niyo kung nasaan yun?
NCMH is in Mandaluyong, di ba?
Oh, yun.
Diba? Si Philippine Mental Health Association nasa QC, near East Avenue. Yan.
Ano yun? Yun yung association yun.
Oo, yes.
CMHA. Pero yung si NCMH, sila yung mga, I think sila yung government center that can provide you with the, halimbawa, connection kung how to avail, kung nasaan yung mga ibang local assistance na makakatulong sa inyo. I think you can get the number directly sa National Center for Mental Health.
I-google nila yan for sure.
Everything
is accessible sa inyong fingertips. Di ba? Maraming salamat, Sir Galo. Doc Lini, di ba?
Yes.
It's been very fruitful, no? Message for everyone as we gear towards the end of this show. Ano bang final tips natin?
Okay, yeah. Tips is the word. Okay. Pero before that, I would like to remind also everyone that proper nutrition and exercise will help. That is a big help, but if you will be able to do that and if you might be able to widen your social interaction, because friendship is actually helping a lot also in maintaining the balance that we have to really sustain. Okay, tips. Okay, let's make a plan to stay well, my dear friends. We call it the Wellness Action Plan. And then, what would a wellness action plan be? Talk about the way you feel. Okay, don't be ashamed. Unashamed conversations is very therapeutic, Sir Jean. Yung wala, very candid. Like, it's a no holds bar kind of positive interaction, talk with each other. And then also identify your triggers and avoid it. Okay, so, and then do something you enjoy. Make it a point that there is something that you enjoy and do it, because it's a good exercise to be able to go into all those experiences every now and then. It balances off, actually. Now, take time to relax. Like, especially if you're so toxic in your job, if there are so many pressures or things like those, you have to really win the situation on that. Huwag kayong papatalo, kayo ang tatalo doon sa situation by being on your balanced self. And then think about what helps you if you start feeling overwhelmed. Pag medyo na-overwhelm na kayo, agad-agad yung isipin, ano bang pwedeng makatulong sa akin? So, para at least na-arrest na siya. Hindi na siya natutulog. So, the challenge is come up with a wellness action plan and keep it there. Do more positive talks. And finally, Sir Jean, let us be kind. Let us be kind to ourselves. After all, we are all human.
Of course. Syempre.
Diba?
Agree. Diba? Cannot agree anymore. So, yun talaga yung final. Doc Lini, thank you very much for joining this afternoon. No? Syempre, ang galing na ang dami palang pwedeng gawin, 'di ba? So sana Doc Lini sa next episodes ma-invite ka ulit namin, no? And give us more enlightenment on this occurring issue to everyone.
All right. Great. I'd be very glad. Yes.
Ayan. Okay, 'di ba? So, before we close this show formally, so we have some important announcements lang. Alam mo ba, Doc Lini, na ang nomination for the Distinguished Tomasian Alumni is now open. So, lahat ng mga gustong bumoto ng mga alumni representatives sila, please do so. And alam mo ba, Doc Lini, na opening na rin ng classes sa August 9. Ayan, grabe, no? So, do you still remember your college days? August 9 ang opening ng class. Diba? So, dear friends, thank you for joining us today. Do watch Bridges again next Tuesday for another exciting episode. Sponsored naman niya ni UST Nursing Alumni Association Incorporated. Do stay with us as we continue to share with you the blessings of Bridges. Subscribe to our UST Tomasian Alumni Community YouTube channel and Facebook page, and the past episodes of Bridges can also be watched on our YouTube channel. Because here at Bridges, we do not build walls, but rather we build connections to reach out to one another. Because here in Bridges, we build bridges of faith, bridges of hope, and bridges of love. Enjoy the rest of the evening. Mabuhay, everyone. Thank you. Thanks, Doc Lini.
Thank you very much. Thank you.